So in an ideal fixed even for 1 week. In Abuja, Lydia Samson, NTA News.
The Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited says the increase in the price of PMS is as a result of market realities, making sure the market regulates itself.
What I know is that the market forces will regulate the market. Prices will go down sometimes it will go up, but there will be stability of supply, and I'm also assuring Nigerians that this is the best way to go forward so that we can adjust prices when market comes. I don't have the details this moment, but I know that our marketing wing acts just like every other company in this business. I know that a number of companies have imported petroleum products to the PMS. So many of them are online. I'm sure my colleague will confirm this. So market forces have started to play. People have started having confidence in the market, and the private sector people are now importing products. But there's no way they can recover their costs if they cannot take market reflective costs.
Pricing, as a regulator, we are not going to put a cap on the price because we are not part of those importing. We are not a marketing company, we are just a regulator. So when you say market forces are working, basically what it is that you can see the price of crude going up. A week or so ago, the price of crude was hovering around $70 per barrel. Now it's hovering about $80 per barrel. So of course, the crude price also drives the product price. You know, because the importers are importing, they are basing it on the cost of importation plus the freight, plus other cost elements in terms of local distribution.
Group Managing Director of the NNPC Limited stated this while briefing State House correspondents. To address health emergencies and achieve prompt response to disaster, health managers say this can be achieved with adequate human and financial resources. It is in line with this that the Strengthening and Utilizing Response Group for Emergencies search team is paying a courtesy visit to FCT FEMA to discuss areas of interest in addressing disaster outbreak. Aisha Oba Ali has the report.
One may be wondering the basis for the parley between the FCT FEMA and some health and disaster managers. Most disasters, according to speakers, center around health and environment, and it is for this reason that a multi-sectoral collaboration is taking place, consisting frontline workers in disaster reduction and mitigation. What affects the environment most times affects human health, according to speakers. That is why the search program benefiting 5 selected states, including FCT, is looking at 4 main pillars, which includes response coordination, human capacity development, logistics and support, as well as risk communications. Director General FCT FEMA Abbas Idris says already surveillance has been carried out in the FCT, but he is worried about population explosion.
To go to the field and become spectators. In most cases, if you are not prepared, in most cases, if there is no coordination, when you get to the field, you will just become coordinators.
With the aim to inaugurate working committees moving forward for the FCT search team. In the meantime, the recommendation is on strengthening the health security system of the country in general and having a sustainable environment.
Initiative with the vision to support the government of Nigeria with at least a minimum 1 core multidisciplinary team that will be able to coordinate and respond to health emergencies.
The scoping mission that we are embarking on right now is to assess the readiness of the Federal Capital Territory to respond to emergencies.
The Surge initiative, launched in May 2022, is a partnership between the Nigerian government and the World Health Organization. In Abuja, Aisha Oba Ali, NTA News.
The commemoration of Mandela Day every July is a global call to action that celebrates the idea that an individual has the power to transform the world, make impact, and be one's brother's keeper. Aisha Bashir, in the light of this, examines the legacies of Nelson Mandela, an African icon regarded widely as selfless.
The call to action for Nelson Mandela Day 2023 is climate, food and solidarity, and reflect some of the most urgent challenges facing people worldwide.
But we must join hands as young Nigerians and middle-aged citizens to partner with government, international development partners, every other key stakeholder to ensure that Nigeria moves to the front lines in the Community of Nations. And what better time than this for all young Nigerians to bring on their best potentials, to put on their best energies. It is a time for us to buckle up, to put on our tight belts and work for the nation. We must make the sacrifices today for the future to be better for Nigeria.
Mandela, apart from imprisonment and the struggle for independence, also struggled for productivity. Productivity in terms of making sure that his own people reap the fruit of their labor. What is significant to us in Nigeria today is the diversification of our economy, especially in the areas of agricultural production.
The UN General Assembly resolution recognizes Mandela's values and his dedication to the service of humanity in conflict resolution, race relations, promotion and protection of human rights, reconciliation, gender equality, and the rights of children and other vulnerable groups. The fight against poverty, the promotion of social justice
is all geared towards, this issue about food. Because we all know what is happening. There are so many wars that are being fought in the African continent, which destabilize, the economy and destabilize, the governance, of those particular institutions. So it is just only fair that we adopt the legacy of Nelson Mandela, and make sure that this legacy is important for us to go back, to the farm so that we can produce what we consume and even in excess so that we can also even export.
The resolution acknowledges his contribution to the struggle for democracy internationally and the promotion of a culture of peace worldwide. According to the Nelson Mandela Foundation, the celebration of Mandela Day aims to serve as a global call to action for people to recognize their individual power to make an imprint and help change the world around them for the better. Aisha Bashir, NTA News.
The Sultan of Sokoto and President General Supreme Council of Islamic Affairs, Muhammad Sa'ad Abubakar, has declared Wednesday, 19th July as the first day of Muharram of the new Islamic year 1445 AH. A statement signed by the Secretary Advisory Council for Islamic Affairs, Sultanate Council Secretary Yahya Muhammad Boyi, says no report of sighting the new moon was received by the National Moon Sighting Committee from across the country. Therefore, Tuesday 18th is the 30th of Dhul Hijjah and the last day in the year 1444 AH. The Sultan felicitates with Nigerian Muslims, wishing them Allah's guidance and blessings. Sultan Sa'ad Abubakar, while urging Muslims to pray for peace, progress and development, wished them a happy new year. Christian faithfuls have re-echoed the need to remain steadfast in God through worship and praise in His courtyard season and out of season. This came to the fore when choir groups conveyed in Redeemed Christian Church of God, Christ Redeemer Parish, Kuchikau, to praise God through musical concert. Our correspondent captured the sights and sounds. Pastor, Redeemed Christian Church of God, Nazareth Province 4, Pastor Ishola, emphasized the importance of giving thanks to God in every way possible as it is the right thing to do.
This program is another program. It's a provincial choir musical concert. We are all the choirs in the entire province gathered together to lift up the name of the Lord. It's a praise service. Praise is an invitation to divinity. And when divinity meets with humanity, celebrity must emerge. So we gather together to worship the faithfulness of God, to lift Jesus high. Anywhere, any family, any society, any nation, where Jesus is lifted, you can be sure miracle and signs will flow in there.
It was a moment of joy and fulfilling of experience as Christians renewed the spiritual church through music for the year ahead. The event had in attendance a total of 11 zones exerting their musical prowess for laurels while praising God.
An annual program, and we come together like this, all the choristers in the province and all our people, we come to rejoice and thank our God. When it's easy and when it's not easy, we should continue thanking God. The Bible says God inhabits in the praises of his people.
I want to say thank you to them because they really know the purpose of worshiping God. They know why we are worshiping God today, because they know that that is only the only food that God needs from us.
We organize this to bring the youth together. When you organize something like that, they come together, they learn more about God, and they are closer to God.
Praising God any day, any time. And our praises shouldn't be limited by circumstances or situations. It is something that we should be doing every time, every moment, every day.
At the end of the spiritual awakening and musical concert, Refugee Center Zone came third, Hope of Glory Zone emerged second, while the Gate of Mercy Zone took the Apex Trophy. Let's now join the sports desk for Sports Brief.
Captain of Nigeria's senior women's team, Onome Ebi, says the Super Falcons is under no pressure ahead of the matches against Canada and host Australia, as she tipped star striker Aziza Toshola to meet targets she has set for the tournament. Super Falcons have few days to prepare for their record 9th appearance at the Global Extravaganza as the 2023 FIFA Women's World Cup kicks off in Australia and New Zealand. In athletics, after 2 unsuccessful attempts, Team Nigeria men's 400-meter relay squad will depart Lagos for Cotonou, Benin Republic this Tuesday in search of a ticket to the Budapest 2023 World Championships. Meanwhile, Australia's State of Victoria has pulled out of hosting 2023 Commonwealth Games due to projected cost overruns, placing the future of the quadrennial multi-sport event in doubt. With Sports Brief, Francis Kabile, NTA News.
The Sports Brief concludes the English version of the news. Up next is news translation. I am Ifani Izumba. Good evening.
Amaje yuze kwen kwa wai wona na iwo abada ishanda yezuma woniye wagoba ngai baiza abada wachige nuata won aje opa sheshefi baje ame mato kunya bagage ame juye nu abe ko nu mato me kunsapai ajin ajinu she babwa kolo nwu njuko ngabie sapainya wa ngone dade nu ya bada kui naye ame na bajan kun nsa ajika ogun aba npametu shiba no gula zazai ye ajife naye akun kolosa ajika gun atanu enera tu awoche naba nabai ajin aga majin pie nu sapa lafiya yan asanu yasan beiche kwa Aisha Uba Ali wale shaba webe na badai wangege gbedogun sapa lafiya yan ba ngege ababwa beyeshi chowonu ayabwa azashi enchedo nu ajiwe nu abajin tuntun mbai nu chenajin gbedogun yekoyin koyin be ognabi nu azaba nu banishin baga majin nanu okinsna nu azaba sabe nu koy kwaya bwa aza nche igna kope na pabu igbege hwemayin na baige ba shi abo awe na ba nishin ba boy lo kwa nanu akinsin ne putai na babala na baige ba shigbe pepe osu nu sala ji sapa weni jin tukoda kpeje salaya Mohammed Saad Abubakar wa ngage nsu nko beleyin larabawi jiba shepiaye ko ni ainpe gun awoche chuagban ko ni jin yipe kmusin nu ainpe adokunya nu salaya i ngako pege muharami yanka sapaya Yahaya Mohammed Boyi wa ngage ateje epiawe nu bayo kuni gbedogun nu achefi ba ka epiawe ama ya doku kwa uge nnaye ekone jinpe kmasin nanu sala yipe doku entichenu akugna asala yi nge babe jin apma nsi nko beleyin ba shoko yi etukotunu abieyi eyinya yebe nkoyin amaje abo babwa wole lainu saisu
ekele gị n'ịnọnyere anyị n'akụkọ ụwa nke taa ọka akụkọ ka bụkwa m Rachel Ifi Ono gere akụkọ ụwa n'uju ya. ụlọ ọrụ na-ahụ maka mmanụ eji akwa ụgbọala NNPC n'aha ịchafụ bekee ekwuola na mmụba ọnụ ego ya bụ mmanụ bụ etu o siri dịrị n'ahịa ugbu a. ọ kwere nghọta na onye isi na ya bụ ụlọ ọrụ kwuru nke a nye ndị nta akụkọ. onye ọrụ anyị gbakwunyekwere na ọnụ ahịa mmanụ eji akwa ụgbọala esila na $540 gaa na $670. iji dozie ihe mberede ahụike ma nweta nzaghachi ngwa ngwa maka ọdachi, ndị ọrụ ahụike ekwuola na a ga-eweta nke a site na itinye ego na ihe banyere ahụike. Aisha Ubali wetara akụkọ na ọ bụ n'ihi nke a mere otu na-akwado ahụike jiri zọpụ njem gaa na ụlọ ọrụ na-ahụ maka ihe mberede ịchọpụta ụzọ dị iche iche a ga-esi elebara ihe ọdachi anya na ala anyị. Sultan nke Sokoto bụ onye isi otu na-ahụ maka ọdịmma ndị Islam Muhammad Saad Abubakar ekwupụtala Wednesday abalị 19 nke ọnwa Julaị dịka abalị nke mbụ nke afọ ọhụrụ a. onye odeakwụkwọ na otu na-ahụ maka ọdịmma ndị Islam Yahya Muhammad Boyi mere ka anyị mata na enweghị ozi sitere na ụlọọrụ na-ahụ maka ọnwa na-egosi na ha ahụla ọnwa ọhụrụ, bụ nke mere ha jiri kwuo na Tuesday abalị 30 nke Dhul-Hijjah ma bụrụkwa ụbọchị ikpeazụ nke afọ a. Igbo bụ Igbo ọgwụla ka ọha anyị n'ọnụ. Ndewo.
kalẹ̀ o ẹ̀sìnkú dédé wèyí ròyìn iléeṣẹ́ amóhùnmáwòrán ìkànnì Kánò ti ìlú Àbújá ló ń dé sí etí ìgbọ̀nyín látẹnu Mobọ́lájí Mati. ọ̀gá àgbà iléeṣẹ́ epo rọ̀bì lórílẹ̀‐èdè Mele Kyari lásìkò tó ń bá àwọn oníròyìn ọgbà ààrẹ sọ̀rọ̀ ó mẹ́nuba ìdí pàtàkì tí owó epo ọkọ̀ lẹ́nu ẹ̀rọ fi lọ sókè. ó ṣe ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àlàyé lórí ìgbésẹ̀ ọ̀hún. bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ni ẹnìkejì rẹ̀ tí òun náà sọ̀rọ̀ lórí bí wọ́n ṣe ń ra epo ọ̀hún àti bí wọ́n ti ṣe ń tà á. láti rí sí ọ̀rọ̀ ìpè pàjáwìrì kó fi ẹsẹ̀ múlẹ̀ lórí ètò ìlera àti ìdáhùn sí àwọn nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀, àwọn alámòjútó ètò ìlera sọ nínú ọ̀rọ̀ wípé àwọn nǹkan wọ̀nyí ṣeé ṣe pẹ̀lú ìrànlọ́wọ́ àwọn alátìlẹyìn. alákòjọpọ̀ ìròyìn Aisha Ubali ròyìn wípé àwọn nǹkan wọ̀nyí ló mú àwọn ẹgbẹ́ tó dúró fún pàjáwìrì yọjú sí àjọ tó ń ṣe àmójútó ìpè pàjáwìrì l'Abuja. pàtàkì ìrìn àjò wọn ni láti foríkorí lórí bí wọn yóò ṣe gbájúmọ́ àwọn jàǹbá tó máa ń wáyé. ọ̀gá àgbà àjọ FEMA nínú ọ̀rọ̀ tirẹ̀ bákan náà sọ wípé wọ́n ti gbé àwọn ìgbésẹ̀ tí yóò ṣe gbogbogbò ní àǹfààní. Satan ti ìlú Sokoto ààrẹ àjọ ìgbìmọ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ Islam lórílẹ̀‐èdè Muhammad Sa'ad Abubakar sọ wípé ọ̀la òde yìí ọjọ́ 19 oṣù tí a wà yìí jẹ́ ọjọ́ kìíní ọdún tuntun nínú ti ìlànà ẹ̀sìn Islam. nínú àgbékalẹ̀ tí akọ̀wé ìgbìmọ̀ Jọwọ́lù Yahya Muhammad Bóyì sọ wípé ìgbìmọ̀ ètò òṣùpá ní wíwá kò fi ìjábọ̀ ránṣẹ́. fún ìdí èyí òní òde yìí ní ọgbọ̀n ọjọ́ oṣù Dhul-Hijja, oṣù tó parí ọdún ní ti ìlànà ẹ̀sìn Islam. Sultan bí ó ti ń bá gbogbo mùsùlùmí orílẹ̀-èdè yọ̀, ó rọ̀ wọ́n láti gbàdúrà fún àlàáfíà, ìrẹ́pọ̀, ìlọsíwájú àti ìdàgbàsókè orílẹ̀-èdè wa Nàìjíríà tó kì í dùn púpọ̀ ṣéun ní ọbẹ̀ oge. títí wòye ọ̀la ní àṣẹ tòdùmarè ẹ̀ṣàgbọ́n ọmọ lọ́jọ́ òjòyè ọmọọba Adélé Tèjítèjì ló ń dágbére yìí pé ojúmọ́ ire ni yóò mọ́ wa.